and 14 losses on the bounce. Why? Perhaps the main reason was poor spending. During Gatland's first tenure, the WRU committed its funds to world-leading training facilities for the national side, but underinvested in the club scene. Despite Ireland raking in similar overall revenues, its union would be committing up to £30 million a year more than Wales to their provincial clubs. In 2023, a report found the WRU had flitted away an £84 million TV deal on the purchase of a Cardiff hotel and a zip wire above the Principality. At the same time, the regional budgets and salary caps were being slashed.
I'm Olivia Buzaglo. You are listening to the Early Sports Breakfast here on talkSPORT. We are building up to talkSPORT Breakfast this morning at 6 a.m. with Jeff Stelling and Ali McCoy. So Nick is still with me in the studio. Nick, I said there is so much to get through. What have we got coming up?
Well, there's loads going on as always. We'll start at the top of the Premier League. A three-way title race at the moment. Arsenal, City and Villa all in the mix. What's going wrong at Chelsea and Spurs, though? We'll hear from Thomas Frank after another big defeat, this time to Forest. And after the Black Cats' huge win in the derby, we're asking who's going to finish higher, Sunderland or Newcastle? Get involved on the usual number. Give us a call 03717 223344 or on the text 81089.
Thank you very much, Nick. Right, let's get into it, shall we? Have a nice weekend.
Do you know what? Very, very quiet. I made a cake.
Very quiet.
About all I did.
What cake was it?
It was a carrot cake with chocolate icing.
Nice. Are you a bit of a baker?
Not really.
No,
now and again, I like eating.
Yeah, so you bake to eat.
I'll put the work in if it means eating at the end of it.
Was it nice?
It was all right, not too bad. Yeah. Lessons learned for the next time. What about you? What did you get up to?
I actually went in. I went to watch the Chelsea game. I got invited by the Premier League to go in a box, which was quite fancy.
Solid win. Who was in the box? Anyone famous?
No, there was. Did you ever watch Marcella? Marcella? With what's her name?
Go on.
It was a drama on ITV.
Okay.
ITV. Anna Friel. It was really good. It was like a crime.
Yeah.
She was like a detective, and her husband in it. I mean, he's been in other things, like bigger things, but he was the guy that's where I recognised him from. And a former NFL player was in there.
Okay.
Played for the Dallas Cowboys.
Anna Friel, I think, was famous for the first on-screen, wasn't it, lesbian kiss in Brookside? Isn't that why she...
I mean, maybe. That might be how you know her.
Back in the 90s.
That's not how I know her. But so I took one of my friends. He's never been in a box before. So that was a nice experience for him. He loved it. We had a really nice day.
Until Maresca just dropped a big bomb on.
Yeah, which is hilarious because I've never known such a question. Like, Malagusto played really well, got a goal and an assist, and suddenly he goes, it's been the worst 48 hours I've had at the club.
Hello.
I do think you'll get because I know obviously it wasn't aimed at the fans. It felt like it was aimed at the Chelsea hierarchy.
Yeah.
So I think it's just a matter of waiting to see. He's speaking to the media today at midday ahead of the Cardiff game in the League Cup.
That's live
So
on
I
talkSPORT
think
tomorrow night.
live on talkSPORT tomorrow night. So I think we'll get a little bit more clarity on what he meant.
I like
today.
Maresca, you know. I quite like his chippiness sometimes. Like he sort of gives it straight.
Yeah, and I think a lot of the Chelsea fans have actually really backed him in this situation. I think they've all, because I think, a lot of the Chelsea fans have their own opinions about the sporting directors at the club and stuff. So I think a lot of them have actually come out and backed Maresca and, can see his point. But I think we'll wait and see what.
Get into that after the break.
Yes, we will. Thank you very much.
Nice one.
Nick will be back a little bit later on. But right, let's start with the Premier League, shall we? Arsenal just about held on to top spot, didn't they? They needed 2 own goals to beat Leeds, Man City and Villa. Of course, still breathing down their necks. Liverpool got Salah back. They got a much-needed win. It was all going on. Here's how it all sounded on talkSPORT.
It's Liverpool who've scored. It's Hugo Ekitike with a header at the back post. It's a beautiful delivery by Mo Salah, whose stint on the bench lasts less than half an hour.
Chelsea picking up their first win in 5 games.
A ball into Wilson and a shot that's found the bottom left corner.
Wolves will be bottom at Christmas and are certain for the drop, but Arsenal, well, maybe, just maybe, they're playing in a different league.
West Ham United 1, Aston Villa 0. Mateus Fernandes has struck on 29 seconds. It's the quickest Premier League goal anywhere this season.
Crystal Palace 0, Manchester City 3. Erling Haaland at the double to down the Eagles and pick up an important win.
What an outstanding goal from Ibrahim Sangare. It's Nottingham Forest 3, Spurs 0.
Listen to that roar. The City of Sunderland will be bouncing tonight. It's finished at the Stadium of Light. Sunderland 1, Newcastle 0.
Rodgers with his second of the game. This team keeps on rolling. It's West Ham 2, Aston Villa 3.
What a terrific goal this is. Brentford 1, Leeds United 1, and Dominic Calvert-Lewin for the 4th game in a row.
That is a banger, by the way, for those listening to that song. It reminds me of Bend It Like Beckham. I don't know if that's actually, people are probably sat there thinking that song shouldn't be known for that, but I know it from Bend It Like Beckham. Unbelievable. Right, Manchester City, they kept pace with Arsenal at the top. Still only a couple of points behind them with a 3-0 win at Palace. Phil Foden continues his great form. He scored 6 in 5. Now, of course, Erling Haaland got another brace because that's what Erling Haaland does. And meanwhile, how about Morgan Rodgers? His start to the season's been brilliant. He scored a brace, but he got the winner for Villa at West Ham. And Unai Emery spoke to talkSPORT about Villa being in the title race alongside Arsenal and City.
Everything we did is done. We have 33 points, of course, and Arsenal is a favorite, clear favorite. And Manchester City is also strong, and of course we are there. Now we have something behind. They are contending more than us to be there. We are going to try to enjoy it. We are going to try to be responsible as well. When we were in the bottom, we were trying to get balance, and now I will get balance with the players as well, with the process and the momentum we are. And still working like we are doing.
Oh, yeah, it's still very close at the top. I do think it probably is now those 3 sides and then the rest of the pack. There's still a 5-point gap between Chelsea in 4th and Villa in 3rd. Those 3 do look like they might run away with it. I can't work out whether... So I watched the Arsenal game on Saturday evening, and on one hand, it's like, well, surely that is a performance of champions, played really badly. They will admit that themselves. They were nowhere near it against Wolves, but still somehow came through and won the game. But then I'm also looking at it from the other point and going, well, are Arsenal really going to go on and win the league if they're playing like that? I mean, they've got a really, really tough game this weekend. Everton away. I mean, if they can go to Goodison and win, I thought Everton were pretty good at Stamford Bridge, to be honest. Not quite sure. I can't believe I've just called it Goodison Park. My gosh. Guys, it's Monday morning. Hill Dickinson. Sorry. Why did I say Goodison? At Hill Dickinson. But that is a very tough game. Going away to Everton, wherever they play, it's always a really tough game. But if Arsenal can get through that, I still think Arsenal are favourites. I still think, even though obviously they've had injuries, haven't they, at the back as well, and Saliba being back though is big, and obviously when they get Gabriel back, I'm sure they'll be fine. But I still do think it is a three-way title race. I still think Villa are in a title race, and they've won. They've been so good. They are the form team at the moment, and they won again. They were losing to West Ham, and they came back and won it. So that bodes well for Unai Emery's side. How about Sunderland then? Possibly the biggest story in the Premier League this weekend. An unbelievable win for them. It was the first... This is right. I suppose it's a weird Tyne derby, but whenever I think of Sunderland Newcastle, I just think of Tyne weird derbies. And it really confuses me. And I know obviously it was played at Sunderland and that's why. But I don't know what happened to Newcastle. They just didn't really turn up. And it's quite funny, wasn't it? At the end of the game... Sunderland had that picture on the pitch, and they basically replicated what Newcastle did at Sunderland 2 years ago. I mean, they played them in an FA Cup game, and at the time, Newcastle were obviously very, very good, and Sunderland obviously just weren't that good at the time. So now it feels like they've sort of got one back. But Sunderland have been absolutely brilliant, haven't they? Not even just, I mean, they have been brilliant at home. They've won 5 and drawn 3 of their 8 games at home this season. But I mean, it's just a very, very difficult side to play against. And I thought they were well worthy of their 1-0 win. Sean, the Sunderland fan, called final word last night to tell talkSPORT exactly how he, and I'm sure plenty of other Sunderland fans, are feeling.
Absolutely buzzing. It was just unreal atmosphere from the start, the T4, everything. And it's it's unreal. Absolute clout. It's the same at the start of the season. Everybody had us favourites as going down, and from the first game, beating West Ham 3-0 at the stadium, and that's unbeaten at the Stadium Light. Always says make the Stadium Light a fortress, which we have. I think that's 5 wins and 3 draws now at the Stadium Light. Went to City last week, got turned over, but every game where we've had a defeat, we'll come back the following game and come in with a win, and that shows the character in the team.
Yeah, unbelievable. They're 7th, Sunderland, level on points with Liverpool and Palace as well. In 5th. I mean, they have one issue I think Sunderland do have is they have got 6 players going to AFCON. And of those 6, I mean, a couple of them have only played 2 or 3 games in the league this season. But when you think of the players that are going, Ronaldo, he's made 12 Premier League appearances out of 16, and he missed 3 of those because he got sent off. So he would have played, I'm sure, in 15 out of 16 if he hadn't got that red card. But Bertrand Traore, he's made 10 appearances in the league this season. Talby's made 16, so he's played in every game, as has Noah Siddiqui. And those 4 players are 4 of the 6 that are going off to AFCON. So it'll be interesting to see how Sunderland do deal with losing those, especially those 4 really important players. Although looking at their fixtures, Brighton away, Leeds at home, City at home and Tottenham away. Obviously, Brighton, Leeds and Spurs at the moment, they're probably looking at thinking they can win those 3. Manchester City at home, obviously, the fact that that's at home, I think makes a big difference. If it was, City away, obviously, I think City would be favourites. But anyone going to the Stadium of Light this season, we know how difficult that is, a place to go. So will they be able to deal with losing those players for those games? Obviously, we don't know when those players are going to come back. It obviously just depends on how far their countries go in AFCON. But what a start to the season. For Sunderland, they have been brilliant. And also, it was a brilliant weekend for not just Sunderland, not just English teams, because what about St Mirren? They won the Scottish League Cup for just the 2nd time in their history, and they did it by beating Celtic 3-1 at Hampden. And Derek, the St Mirren fan, called in last night.
I'm absolutely over the moon.
Yes!
So happy.
Hi, Derek.
Isn't it great when the underdog wins?
Oh, mate, listen, in the words of my good friend Jamie O'Hara, Celtic got a whooping. They got a whooping.
Honestly, I don't want to talk about Celtic. Let's talk about St Mirren, because they fight for each other. The keeper made some brilliant saves. The whole team, Stephen Robinson, honestly, so underrated.
Yeah, it's been a bit of a nightmare start. I mean, fair play to St Mirren, first of all. Let's give our, hats off to St Mirren. But for Wilfred Nancy, it's his played 3 games, lost 3 games. Obviously, took over from Martin O'Neill. And I wonder if a lot of Celtic fans wanted Martin O'Neill to carry on or if they'd have him back now. Nancy is still confident he can turn things around. He did say that after that defeat. But Martin O'Neill, the man who obviously Nancy replaced, is back in the talkSPORT studios this morning on White and Jordan from 10 a.m. Right, we are asking you this morning. Now, I don't know if you saw, Thomas Tuchel was at Selhurst Park watching Crystal Palace against Manchester City. And I watched it on Match of the Day, saw a little clip of him, and he was looking at his little pick-and-mix bag. Old school, classic pick-and-mix. And he was like rumbling around, having a look at what to take out. Obviously, a lot of variety in a pick-and-mix. So, we thought we'd ask you, as well as asking you who's going to finish higher, Sunderland or Newcastle this season, get in touch, 81089. We want to ask, which suite can you not leave out of your pick and mix? All the important questions this Monday morning. We're also going to ask you as well. We'll make it a little bit football related. So which suite would you not leave out of your pick and mix? I'll let you know mine in a second. And which player must Thomas Tuchel not leave out of his England squad for the World Cup? So get thinking and get your texts in, 81089. Right, after Leeds got a valuable draw at Brentford, thanks to another Dominic Calvert-Lewin goal. That's now his 4th goal in 4 games. Daniel Farker told talkSPORT Calvert-Lewin can get back into England contention.
Yes, of course, because Thomas rewards performances. I'm far away from giving any recommendation because Thomas is a top class manager and coach, and he knows exactly what he needs. But as a player, if you deliver with consistency performances, then you have all chances. He was there before, has proven that he can score goals for the 3 lines, and yes, if he shows this with consistency in this league anyhow, then he has also any chances to be back there again.
Yeah, this is the one position. I think we don't really know who's going to take that second England number 9 spot behind Harry Kane. So it is definitely there for the taking. Should it be Dominic Calvert-Lewin? The questions we are asking you this morning are, which player must Thomas Tuchel not leave out of his squad for the World Cup next summer? And what suite can you not leave out of your pick and mix? A very important question. Give us a call, 03717 223344, or you can text us as well, 81089. You are listening to Early Breakfast with me, Olivia Buzaglo, on talkSPORT this morning. Up next, we'll take a look at the back pages and examine problems behind the scenes at both Chelsea and Spurs. Good morning, I'm Olivia Buzaglo and this is Early Breakfast here on talkSPORT. Thank you for your company this Monday morning. It's Jeff and Ali. We'll be here for talkSPORT Breakfast. That is at 6 a.m. It's just gone at 5:20 in the morning. Some of your headlines then. It's been suggested Stephen Robinson should be given the freedom of Paisley after guiding St Mirren to the Scottish League Cup. They stunned Celtic 3-1 in the final. Robinson says his players should get all the plaudits though. Fanny Shaw scored 4 goals, of course she did, as Manchester City thrashed Aston Villa 6-1 to stay top of the Women's Super League. 6 points clear of defending champions Chelsea, who beat Brighton 3-0. And Stephen Bunting survived a scare to beat Sebastian Bialecki in round 1 of the PDC World Darts. And in round 2, he will face Nitin Kumar, who became the first Indian to win a match at the tournament. talkSPORT's commentator Paul Nicholson says Kumar's 3-2 win over Richard Veenstra in round 1 is the biggest moment in Indian darts ever.
When he qualifies, a lot of the time as the Indian qualifier coming here, you think, that's a good draw, that. Because he can barely win a set. Whatever he's done in preparation for this, it's worked. Now, he needed a little bit of luck along the way because Veenstra on the combination shots was out of this world. But when he had 2 or 3 darts in hand to kill legs off, he just wasn't able to do it. But when Kumar had any shot at a double, he was 9 from 12 in the entire match. And that was only 1 dart away from the record percentage in a best-of-5 set match at this tournament, which was equalled last year by Paulina Brida of the Philippines. That is, without a shadow of a doubt, the biggest moment in Indian darts in history and the biggest moment in the life of Nitin Kumar. Well done.
Yeah, I saw a brilliant video actually. I think he lives in Dubai and there was like massive scenes when he won that game and everyone was running around celebrating. It was brilliant. And just a reminder, every dart of the PDC World Darts Championships is live on the talkSPORT app. And for more on all the day's biggest stories, you can head over to talksport.com. We're asking important questions this morning. That was after Thomas Tuchel was seen looking into his pick and mix bag to see which sweet to pick out. So which sweet can you not leave out of your pick and mix? And which England player cannot be left out of Thomas Tuchel's World Cup squad? We've actually got David, the Man United fan, who's called in this morning. Good morning, David. David, are you there? Oh, Andy, not David, Andy.
Morning. How are you, Olivia?
I'm good, thanks, Andy. How are you? I'm blaming my producer for that. He's written down David and not Andy. So, Andy, a very good morning. The question is, which pick and mix sweet could you not leave out of your bag?
It's got to be a white mice.
Andy, that is one of mine. So mine are the white mice. I do like a good old banana. And I also like, you know, like the little white chocolate. I think they're called like jazzies, with like the little sprinkly things on top. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know which one.
Yeah, those are my 3. That's a very good shout. Okay, let's move on to some football questions and to some football chat. What did you make of what Ruben Amorim came out and said the other day, that, you know, results haven't been good enough to get respect from the class of 92? Obviously, Paul Scholes, the latest player to come out and sort of criticise. What did you make of all of that?
Some of the stuff he comes out with, I don't know why he says half of the stuff. He needs to concentrate on his own game.
Yeah, I sort of understand. Do you not appreciate how honest he is, or is he too honest for his own good, do you think?
Yeah, but sometimes it makes him look an idiot.
Yeah, I do tend... I think it's tough for Ruben Amorim, but I understand what you're saying, Andy. Obviously, a big game tonight at home, Old Trafford, against Bournemouth. Been very inconsistent lately, Bournemouth. I suppose so have Man United. What do you reckon for that one?
I fancy us to win 3-1 tonight.
Yeah? Feeling confident?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I'm a bit confident. We've been playing all right. We're just not getting the ball in the onion bag.
Yeah. Andy, thank you so much for calling in this morning. We want you guys to know to get in touch. And which pick and mix could you not leave out of your bag? Because that was after Thomas Tuchel was obviously seen going into his pick and mix bag at the Palace game. We just had Andy, the Man United fan, on. He was obviously saying the white mice, unbelievable shout. Remember, Man United against Bournemouth is live on talkSPORT this evening. Tyler from York said strawberry or apple pencils and Mason Mount. That's what we want. Thank you, Tyler. Straight to the point. And I do agree. Both very good shouts. Rich said, chocolate Brazil nut. Not sure about that one. It is good, but I think you could leave it out. And Declan Rice. Yeah, I mean, obviously, yeah. Like, we're not going to leave Declan Rice out, are we? And Dave in Somerset, chocolate jazzies. Yes, Dave. I'm the white chocolate jazzies, but I can appreciate the chocolate jazzies. And Dave said Phil Foden. I'm in brilliant form. That Phil Foden is in right now. And David has said, why is Sunderland winning a surprise? Sunderland ahead in the table and haven't lost a game at home. I know, but I think you never quite know what you're going to expect in derbies like this. Form doesn't really mean anything. We've seen that a million times. But Sunderland very deserving of their win. Right, Nick is back with me in the studio. Time to get into the back pages. Nick, what are they saying? Actually, first of all, what's your pick a mix?
I'd like a foam shrimp.
Yeah, do like a foam shrimp. That's a good shout.
Kind of reminds me of, when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Not really a big fan of the chocolate jazzies. I'll have one and then it's a bit like, oh, no, I don't.
Oh, I quite... The white chocolate jazzies.
It's bad chocolate, though,
The white chocolate. Yeah, it does. They taste so good. Do you like a banana?
I do like a banana.
Because they're similar to the foam. They're similar.
More this is going to get clipped up.
They're similar to the foam.
Yeah,
they're the same sort
of ballpark
consistency, aren't they?
I'm a big fan of a jelly bean.
Oh, that is Nick.
No.
And
I also like jelly babies as well.
Don't mind a jelly baby.
Yeah.
Don't mind. I do think it can be left out of the pick and mix bag, but a jelly bean is an awful shout.
Shout out to Alan in Zagreb as well. He's a big fan of the jelly babies. Good morning, Alan.
Good morning, Alan.
Back page is mostly sort of that lovely team photo of Sunderland in front of their fans after beating Newcastle and Man City 3-0 at Palace. Not sure about this Man City kit, though. It looks like something you'd wear to jog at night.
I don't like it, no.
Not into it.
No.
Thomas Frank pleading for more time. Getting a bit ahead of ourselves here. Thomas Frank's warned reviving his Tottenham Hotspur team will be no quick fix. When asked if he expected to be given more time by the board, Frank said, I can't see why not. It's pretty evident. No one gets the time. No one can turn this around. It's not a quick fix. I think I do everything to control my emotions, which he says is a hurricane inside him. He must be feeling terrible.
I really like Thomas Frank.
He's lovely, isn't he?
He's a lovely man. And also, I think we need to remember that Spurs finished 17th last season.
Yeah.
So why is everyone suddenly expecting them to be 5th, 6th, 7th?
Postecoglou was prioritising the Europa League. He sort of gave
But
up.
They weren't great before. This is the thing. They weren't great before that, were they?
Agreed.
And I think we're using this as not an excuse, but it's like that they were really poor before they decided. And also, they didn't need to prioritise the Europa League until the quarterfinals onwards, realistically.
Yeah, that's
which is like March.
I mean, they gave up. Anyway, a lot of serious problems for Thomas Frank at Spurs. Eddie Howe also promising he wouldn't let Newcastle's defeat at Sunderland define their season. Incredible own goal by Nick Woltemade.
Oh, I like Nick Woltemade.
He's great, isn't he?
I can't quite work out what he was doing there.
I don't think he could work out what he was doing.
But
I mean,
also,
it looked like a great finish, but into his own net.
Yeah, I was like, great header. Don't worry, because Newcastle play Chelsea on the 12:30 on Saturday. And that's I reckon a guaranteed 3 points to Newcastle, because it always is at St James's Park, so I wouldn't worry too much.
Eddie Howe under a bit of pressure, do you think? Look, Newcastle spent 277 million in the summer. Anthony Elanga, 55 million. I think he's got one goal.
Yeah.
Malik Chour, 35 million. Done nothing. Jacob Ramsey.
He's good, Malik Chow.
Chow, yes.
He's good. He's got a brace the other day. He's been very good, I think.
Has he been better?
Yeah, he's been good.
All right. And then Nick Woltemade has obviously been brilliant. 69 million quid. So they spent a lot of money, but
the Elanga one's probably the only one that you look at there and go, hasn't quite gone to plan. I think it'll be okay in the future, but I think their business was good. I just can't work out. Maybe Champions League's having an effect. I don't know.
Well, that happened the previous season as well. I mean, obviously, it's a serious amount of football to be played. And obviously, Ruben Amorim, you mentioned it with the Man United caller there, saying that...
You stitched me up, by the way, there.
Man United, what did I say? To the wrong name? That's my fault.
Yeah.
All right.
Stitched me up, Nick.
I'll hold my hands
down
up.
David. Sorry, if you're listening, what's...
Andy.
I was about to call him Alan, because the guy from Zagreb.
Sorry,
Andy.
This
is good this morning, isn't it?
Ruben Amorim, problem is, I'm not doing good enough. I accept that. He's been criticised by the class of 92. Paul Scholes questioning Amorim's suitability for the role, saying, I don't think he gets this club full stop because of his playing style and tactics. So Man United versus Bournemouth live on talkSPORT tonight.
Yes. Right. Thank you very much, Nick.
Cheers.
Always a pleasure. Get in touch. Your favourite pick and mix. What sweet can you not leave out of your pick and mix bag? Right, it's just coming up to 5:30. Up next, we'll take a look at the front pages and look ahead to a do or die third assist test for Brendan McCullum's England.
let's be honest, we've all found ourselves raging at a referee's decision at some stage. Something like this.
That is an absolutely shocking decision.
They've got a case in that it was a bad decision.
It's such a poor decision.
Yeah, I think he's just made a bad decision in that instance.
But what does it take to get to the very top level of football refereeing? You can apply to become a referee through your local county FA from as soon as your 14th birthday. After spending several hours either in the classroom or on the pitch, they'll grant you level 7 status, which allows you to officiate amateur games. Then you'll work your way through the ranks of amateur football, not reaching the National League until level 2. It's a long process, bearing in mind every level from 7 upwards takes an average of a year. Also, there's no specific number of games you have to ref or hours you have to log before moving on up. You simply just have to be good enough. Once you're level 2 and have enough experience at a National League level, you can apply to the EFL to become a level 1 referee. Then it's on you to get enough experience to climb through the ranks and eventually become a Premier League referee. In total, there are 37,000 registered referees across England, but the PGMOL has only deemed 21 good enough to officiate games in the top flight. So if you want to make it to the top, there's less than a 1 in 1,000 chance of doing it, and it'll take you a decade to get there.
Good morning, I'm Olivia Buzaglo. This is the early sports breakfast here on talkSPORT. We're building up to breakfast this morning at 6 a.m. with Jeff Stelling and Ali McCoist. Right, some of your headlines this Monday morning. Ruben Amorim admits he's not doing well enough as Manchester United manager following criticism from a club legend. Paul Scholes claims the Portuguese coach isn't the right man to lead the side at Old Trafford. Manchester United against Bournemouth is live on talkSPORT for you this evening. There are 3 race meetings today. They go at Lingfield, Plumpton and Wolverhampton. And John McGinn's brother says the price of World Cup tickets has burst the bubble of Scotland fans. Stephen McGinn told Weekend Breakfast he is definitely going to watch, John.
Yeah, we've booked a one way, so really excited. There's probably, there's a weird feeling up in Scotland at the minute, and I think the ticket prices. There's a lot of people that text me in the kind of buzz of the Kenny McLean wonder goal and the draw saying, "Can you sort me with tickets?" The amount of people I've had in the last week or two say, "By the way, I can't afford to go." It's actually quite sad. There's a wee bit of it's like the balloon's been popped a wee bit in terms of the noise around it, but we'll be there, support John, and trip of a lifetime for our kids.
Yeah, absolutely. For more on all of those stories, you can visit talksport.com. Right, to cricket now, because the third Ashes test starts tomorrow at 11:30 p.m. UK time. It is, of course, a must-win game for England, who are 2-0 down. And, safe to say, has been very disappointing so far. There have been calls for the out-of-form Ollie Pope to lose his place at 3 to young Jacob Bethel. But head coach Brendan McCullum won't be making any changes to England's batting lineup.
We've had a top 7 now for a period of time, and we've been reasonably successful with it. These conditions should suit the style of batters that we've got as well. We know we haven't got enough runs so far in the series. We've been in positions where we could have, and we've made mistakes, and that can happen at times. But for us to go on and win the series, it's not about throwing out what's been successful for us over the last few years. It's about having more conviction in it. It's about making sure that we have our plans and our disciplines around it just screwed down a touch more. And it's making sure we walk out there, we have utter belief in what we're capable of achieving, and knee-jerk reactions and chopping and changing settled batting lineups is not really our way, no.
Yeah, talkSPORT's Darren Gough says England have a big decision to make about their spinner. They've been preparing Shoaib Bashir for this Ashes series for the last few years, but his selection would be a risk. Goffey told Tony Cascarino on Weekend Breakfast he does expect 1 or 2 changes to England's bowling lineup.
Well, they always blame the bowlers, Cass, being a bowler myself. I mean, I think I said straight after the last test, I don't think England would make changes with a batting order. It's almost like they'll wait till they lose the series and then they'll say, well, those lost us the series, so now we'll change and build for the future. It kind of works like that. It's really, really weird. I think with bowlers, you've got an excuse, but they're a little bit tired. They might have bowled too many overs. But they haven't got that excuse either for the bowlers because we've only played 6 days in 2 test matches. So there's plenty of miles in the legs there, right, for the bowlers.
Yeah.
I think there will be changes on that side. I think Josh Tongue will probably come in. I would suspect. And the big decision for them is going to be, does Bashir play? Because this is they've spent 3 years playing Bashir. And then suddenly he's not playing in the first 2 tests. They've sent him off to the Lions. He went for 100 in that game, so he didn't get any wickets. He didn't get any wickets in another warm-up game, or he might have got 1 for 80 or something. He came out before the last test and said if it was a normal test match and not a pink ball, but Bashir's the best spinner would play. So that tells us that come this test match, in a must-win game, Bashir is his best spinner and will play. But it'll be interesting to see if he actually makes the final team sheet.
Yeah, there's loads more build-up to the third Ashes test on talkSPORT Cricket's YouTube channel and, of course, the following on podcast as well. Right, we're asking you a really important question this morning. Which sweet would you not leave out of your pick-and-mix bag after Thomas Tuchel was spotted at Selhurst Park, rumbling around his pick-and-mix bag whilst he was watching the City game there? So, we've had plenty of text, but we've also had a voice note from Andrew.
Morning, great show. I'm from an era where a 10p mix, you used to get about 30 sweets in it. But the one sweet that was the first in the bag, and even now, they were great then and they're still great now, are flying saucers. Still the best. Great show. And the one player, although I'm Welsh, the one player that should definitely go to the World Cup has got to be Cole Palmer.
Andrew, I agree with one thing you said there, that is Cole Palmer should be at the World Cup. I can't agree with flying saucers. I really can't. No. They never go in I don't think I've ever gone to get a pick and mix and I've put in a flying saucer. Nick, have you?
Not sure about the flying saucers. I remember them there because the sort of rice papers all got no taste, and then inside that really intense sherbet.
No.
Lovely voice note from Andrew though. Nice rain in the background. I think it's must be hammering it down in Wales. What a voice note. Cheers, Andrew.
Yeah, cheers, Andrew. Thank you as well for your lovely comments about the show. Shannon's got in touch. You can't leave out a good happy cherry. Do like a cherry, but do you like a fizzy cherry or a normal cherry? I think I prefer the normal cherries. And also Phil Foden, good shout. Simon in Crawley Down has said fizzy cola bottles and Mark Gay. Simon, I agree. Fizzy cola bottles are elite. They are ones I go for straight away. And Ian, who's a Hull City fan, has said milk bottles, cola bottles and flumps. Flumps. Who can forget a flump? My gosh.
Flumps are sort of good in terms of the volume you get for your money, right?
Yeah.
Fill the bag up.
Yeah, but take up a lot of space. So, do you want... But then obviously not heavy. And it's obviously done on weight, isn't it? A flump.
I think fizzy cola bottles and Mark Gay is my favourite text this programme's ever had.
Fizzy cola bottles and Mark Gay. Yeah, milk bottles, I'm not sure about that, Ian. Thank you, everyone, for getting in touch this morning. Keep those texts coming in, 81089. What sweet can you not leave out of your pick and mix bag? And what player should Thomas Tuchel not leave out of his England squad for next summer? Right, it is coming up to 5:42. It's time now for this.
It's a front page throwdown.
Oh, what a move!
The front page is first on the early sports breakfast. talkSPORT.
This is always one of my favourite. Why are you smiling?
Because it's so much fun, this segment.
We look at some of the stories on the front pages. What sort of stuff have you got for us this morning?
I tell you what, when the news is getting you down and the weather is bad and the nights are drawing in, we've got the darts at Ali Pali to keep us, in the Christmas spirit. And also, we've got the Ali Pali Wasp as well. The Ali Pali Wasp has been labelled indestructible. This is in the Star after surviving a swatting and a dart hit. Ted Evitts flicked the... Did you see this over the weekend?
No.
Ted Evitts flicked the Wasp off his top after losing to Luke Humphries. And the tournament's Twitter page tweeted a video of it saying, "R.I.P. the Ali Pali Wasp." Then the Wasp was back. It was on the Gabriel Clemens' shoulder in an interview. It also took a hit from Nitin Kumar, who got through to round 2, played Stephen Bunting in the next round. Have you ever had any insect nightmares?
No, not really. I've never been like bitten by, like, seriously, have you?
No. I got bitten by a spider in Cornwall once. Had to keep an eye on it. It went all big and red. Went to the doctor. They draw around it in biro, and they're like, if it gets any bigger, come back.
Oh, and did it?
All right now.
No, it was fine.
Fine.
Do you know what spider it was?
I've literally no idea. It might not have been a spider. I just thought it was a spider. I just saw the bite.
Did you tell everyone it was a spider?
I told everyone it's a spider bite. Yeah, of course. Rachel Reeves, the Chancellor, has admitted she used to steal chocolates as a child. She said, "I used to go and take an after eight and leave the wrapper in there. Why did I think that was a good idea? If you leave the wrapper in, it's obvious you've done it."
Yeah.
Have you ever used to steal anything off your parents?
I didn't steal any like food, but when I must have been like 15, and it was a time where you had to like top up your phone with credit.
Yeah.
And I would nick my dad's credit card from his wallet at home, and I would like run into the downstairs toilet and top up my phone with his card. Obviously, not thinking that
when Tim got that bill at the
that credit card bill, he was like, "What's this?" And it was just like, I don't know, like £10 to like my phone. And yeah, it was to text a boy when I was 15.
Okay, what's his name?
His name was Matt.
Shout out, Matt. I wonder what that text
Oh
said.
God, I was like 15 years old.
Yeah, that's good effort.
What about you?
Do you know? Well, when we were a bit older, we used to steal I used to make a mix of all the everything that was in my dad's spirit cupboard.
Oh, did you?
Take
Christ.
a little bit of everything. I'm not sure I should be owning up to this.
In one drink.
Take a little bit so they don't notice, and you mix it up. This is only about 15, and
Jesus.
you don't really know any
That'd
better.
been disgusting.
It was disgusting. Moving on, something more delicious. A fish and chip shop has created what could be the UK's largest pigs in blankets.
Unbelievable.
12.5-inch pork sausage wrapped in 4 rashers of streaky bacon and then battered and deep fried. Each one's more than 1,000 calories. Georgiou of George's Fish Bar in Bourne in Lincolnshire says people just burn through them.
I'm not a battered sausage sort of gal.
Oh my God, I love a battered sausage.
I'd like that if it was just the sausage. I mean, I do like a battered sausage, but if I'm a fish and chip shop, I just prefer a normal one.
Battered pigs in blankets.
I had sausage and mash last night, and I traded out the sausages for pigs in blankets.
Pigs in blanket sausage and mash?
Yeah.
That's amazing. Actually,
Yeah.
I've never had that, but I think that's...
No, I've never had that, but I was walking around yesterday doing some shopping and was like, what can I have for dinner? A nice hearty meal. Sausage and mash, always my go-to on a Sunday night. And I was like, do you know what? It's Christmas. Also, why do we not have pigs in blankets the whole year?
Yes.
It's what also I'm...
Well, also because they're not special. I love mince pies, but I don't eat them all year round because it's like that special Christmas...
special occasion.
What's your favourite Christmas food? Because for me, it is pigs in blankets. They're like mint sweets.
Elite.
Yeah?
Pigs in blankets.
Imagine a pick and mix bag just full of pigs in blankets.
Oh, unbelievable.
Pigs in blankets and fizzy cola bottles.
Yeah. And Mark Gay.
And Mark Gay for Christmas. All right, I think that's probably enough.
Nick.
Before I go very quickly, pussy-loving chaps are perfect for partners. This is in the Daily Star. Cat-owning blokes are increasingly becoming a hit with the ladies. More than a third said having a feline companion had boosted their love life.
That's some headline, that is.
So there you go.
Some headline.
If you're looking for a cat, shh.
Oh, I like it.
There we go.
Nice. Thank you very much, Nick.
Cheers.
Pleasure as always. Right, it is 5:46. This is Early Sports Breakfast with me, Olivia Buzaglo. Up next, we'll look ahead to Peter Wright and Johnny Clayton's first game at the PDC World Darts Championships. And, of course, Manchester United against Bournemouth, which is live on talkSPORT this evening. Good morning, I'm Olivia Buzaglo. This is the Early Sports Breakfast here on talkSPORT. We're building up to breakfast in just under 10 minutes with Jeff Selling and Ali McCoist. Right, it is competition time.
Step up to the hockey and win the ultimate VIP darts experience on talkSPORT.
The PDC World Darts Championship is underway, and talkSPORT and Pitch Experiences could be sending you there on the 23rd of December. The countdown is on. Get your entry in by Thursday, and you and 3 mates could be living it large with platinum seats, fine dining, an open bar. That's the best, the open bar. And VIP access to the 501 Lounge with Russ the Voice Bray. Then it's straight to your prime arena table for the best view in the house. Get ready for an unforgettable Ali Pally Christmas. Here is how to enter. For your chance to win, text darts to 83338. Text costs £2 plus your standard network rate, or you can call 0343 421 7508. Line close at 4 p.m. this Thursday. That's when you'll need to answer your phone if it rings. 18 plus, UK residents only. So for your chance to win, text darts to 83338 right now. This is a network promotion. Full T's and C's are at talksport.com. The very best of luck. So good, isn't it? So tough to beat, that song. The round one matches continue today, live on the talkSPORT network. In the afternoon session, you've got Cameron Menzies and Peter Wright in action. And in the evening session, got Johnny Clayton in action again against Adam Lipscomb. All matches will be on the talkSPORT Darts YouTube channel. And the afternoon session is live on talkSPORT 2, whilst the evening session is live on the talkSPORT app. And in the Premier League tonight, it's not just darts, because struggling Bournemouth go to a resurgent Man United, who are slowly improving under Amorim. They would go 5th with a win tonight. Bournemouth struggling a little bit, only taken 2 points from their last 5 Premier League games, but Andoni Iraola is looking forward to the game this evening.
I love to play in Old Trafford, to coach in this case, but I think is one of the best stadiums in the world. And the problem is you face normally a top team when you play there, and very good players, but I think the atmosphere there is really nice, and I'm sure my players will appreciate it, but they will have to know that in those stadiums you have to be at a certain level that is very high. And I hope we are. It's true that we have good precedents, but also I think we are playing this season against a team that is in a really good run.
Yeah, one positive for Bournemouth, though, is that they won't lose Antoine Semenyo this Christmas. Ghana failed to qualify for AFCON for the first time in 20 years. Now we know how brilliant Semenyo has been this season, so they will keep him at least. And Ruben Amorim is well aware of the danger posed by the visiting side as well.
I think he's a top team, top manager with a special player. So I think he's. I don't look at I don't look to the results. I look the way they face every opponent. They press really strong. They are really direct in the game. They can play with this, different options in front, and that give us a lot of options to work to prepare the game. So I expect again one Premier League game that is really tough, but we need to win, especially at home, and that is the goal.
Yeah, that game is live for you on talkSPORT this evening. Right, this has been the best text topic I think I've ever done on talkSPORT Early Breakfast. Nick did say he'd steal bits from his dad's spirit cupboard and just top up a drink and drink it. And Harvey's been in touch. He sent us a voice note.
My dad would buy a bottle of cider during the week shop for me for a party, and I would drink half of it maybe, and then top it up with a little bit of everything from the drinks cabinet. Not a great drink, but yeah, it had the desired effect, let's say, come the weekend.
Harvey, you've been absolutely battered. Also, drink responsibly. Make sure we drink responsibly. That is horrific. No. My dad did buy me alcohol, though, when we were younger. My mum wouldn't, but my dad did. Right, we've been asking you, which pick and mix sweet would you not leave out of the bag, and which England player can't be left out of the World Cup? This is so, honestly, best text topic. Cola cubes and Mason Mount. Quite like that. Steve the Villa fan. Foam mushrooms and Morgan Rogers. Chocolate raisins and Reece James. That's my favourite one. JR in Leeds, Black Jackson, Bukayo Saka. David, chocolate buttons and a fried egg. Where's the player? David? Also, fried eggs is a very bad shout. Mickey, Smarties fill the gaps between other sweets. Not rating that. And Lou has said, marshmallow, raspberry. Delicious. I've heard better shouts, I'm not going to lie, Lou. Gary has said, really looking forward to hearing Martin O'Neill on White and Jordan today from 10 a.m. It's gone backwards. What do you think the problem is? That's going to be interesting. You can hear Martin O'Neill's thoughts on what's going on at Celtic. Wilfred Nancy's first 3 games haven't quite gone to plan. Right, I can see Jeff Stelling doing his stretches in the corridor, so it's just time to play you this. Alan Brazil, of course. Alan Brazil got his tongue tied on Friday when looking ahead to the Sunderland-Newcastle game.
Right, a massive weekend for football fans in the North East. Stadium of Light hosts the Wine Tier, the Weir Tyne, the Wine Tier. Wine in the head. The Weir Tyne Derby. I always say Tyne Weir first, me. The North East Derby.
The North East Derby. I think we should just say the Wine Tier Derby from now on. Alan Brazil, of course, back on Wednesday. Plenty coming up on talkSPORT Breakfast today then. Joining Jeff and Ali, Steve Bruce will be on the show, as will Russ Bray, and Charlie Mulgrew will go over the Scottish League Cup final. You've been listening to Early Sports Breakfast with me, Olivia Buzaglo. It's Jeff and Ali on the way.